Good morning. Welcome to Between the Ears podcast solo edition. This one's going to be a quick one. This one's going to be an episode about 15, 20 minutes. Hopefully I'll keep it that short. But explaining a new program I have. Okay. Mindset U. All right. Mindset U. What is Mindset U? What am I doing? What have I been working on? What's the goal here? So this Mindset U is really tailored towards coaches and parents. When I work with youth players, a lot of the times, things go well. Players gain a lot. Players gain a lot of new tools, new mental skills, but it could be better. It really could be better. And the reason I say it could be better is because I only get a short time with that athlete. Um, that youth athlete. We're either Zooming or in person or on the phone. And then, we click end and they bounce out and they bounce back to their routine. They bounce back to what they're doing. So, there's a good handful of athletes who, they take what we're working on and go apply it. They go and try to activate it. And activate's a massive word here, when working with youth, because activation is hard. Activation is scary. Activation is new. And a lot of the times, once we hang up, once we stop working for that session, the athlete is on their own and they're forced to activate on their own. I do tell the athletes, hey, text me, call me. If you have any questions, that's fine. Let's get you doing this right. But sometimes the athletes, they want to try to do it on their own, and that's cool. I love that. I love that. There's motivation to try to do it on their own, because there's no wrong way to try something. You can gain so much from trying something new, but it's scary. And when the coaches and parents aren't on the same page, sometimes lines of communication can get mixed up. And an athlete can go from a 30-minute session with me online, and then have mom and dad barking or yelling, hey, get down here, you got to finish your homework, or you got to take the dog out, or whatever you got to do. You got friends, and you're going out, you're going swimming. And to have the parents, to have coaches, and when I say coaches, I mean parent coaches, that are working with the teams, to have them on the same page, to have them understanding what it takes to activate a new skill is massive. It's huge. And it's not a lot of work. It's not a big, massive process. It's about understanding. It's about understanding what is going on. So in this Mindset U that I've created, basically, we need to learn how to influence the environment we're in as coaches and parents when it comes to sport. Okay, when it comes to process, when it comes to process goals, especially. We're training physically for outcome goals most of the time, and we don't know how to handle the failure as parents, as coaches. We don't know how to talk to our kids about, um, hey, great effort out there, or hey, you got to run harder here. Or, a lot of the parents, they haven't been through the ringer, they haven't been through the systems to understand what it feels like. So having some cues, having some tools, having some resources to help your child cope with failure and success. That ego is a crazy thing sometimes. So, when a kid or an athlete does go 4 for 4 or scores 8 goals or whatever it is, it's bringing them back down to earth. All right. When they give up a bomb to end the game or strike out to end the game, same. How do you deal with that as a parent or a coach? And that's what this is. This Mindset U, this is geared towards. Is it's not even so much as to how to deal with that. That's reactionary. What we want to be is we want to be proactive in this. We want to be proactive from the start. We want to build a foundation and activate that foundation daily. So that's what this mindset U is built for, you know. So, basically what we talk about is, I'll go through it real quick here, kind of hit some points. It's the kind of the 6 things that we need in place as coaches, as parents, to help our athletes, to help our kids. Number 1 being, we all have to understand how the brain works when it comes to training. Okay, the brain is always trying to keep us safe. All right, if we left things up to the brain would say, hey, don't push yourself. You're getting tired here. You need to stop. You need to relax. And that's why things are hard. That's why it is hard to push, because our brain is telling us, like, hey, no. Stop pushing so hard. You need to take a breather here. And to train ourselves, to train your athletes, to learn how to slowly push in increments to get past that, to train our brain a little bit more, just a little bit more. It's that fight or flight. Number 2 is understanding intent. Intent from day one, intent from first conversation with the team, intent for getting in the car with your child on the way to a game. Having those conversations about intent. What is the intent of what you're doing? What is the intent of this drill? Let's say we're doing, in baseball, kids are playing catch. Let's add some intent. Let's add some intent into it. Let's add some communication. Let's add some team camaraderie into that. Let's add some extra intent in with it. Let's synchronize it. Let's all try to synchronize when we throw. Let's all try to synchronize when we catch. Let's all try to stay on a cone. Okay, the intent. Number 3, visualization and thought work. Okay, I talk about thought work a lot because our thoughts lead to our emotions, and our emotions lead to our reactions, and our reactions ultimately lead to our results. So, we talk about thoughts versus facts, and we can use an example of, a player thinking, having a thought, oh, my coach is mad at me, or my parents expect everything out of me, and, I got the world on my shoulders. When that's probably not a fact. That's just a thought. And thoughts are just thoughts, and we have to understand that. And we have to relay that to our athletes, that your thoughts are just that. They are not fact. And I think everybody can agree that if we based our whole life on this sequence, with thoughts to emotion to reaction to results, we'd be all over the place. And some of you might be who are listening to this. You're flying by the seat of your pants. You're overthinking, which is leading to be emotional, which is causing you to overreact, which leads to undesirable results. So, this is one I practice. I practice daily, and there's a lot of really great, simple tools to do. This stuff, what I'm talking about, especially in these first 3, is it's not, we're not recreating the wheel here. All this stuff has been done, right? It's just doing things in the right steps, and understanding that the process takes time, and that doing these simple steps will ultimately help your team. And it's hard to see, because it's hard to measure against not doing it if you do it. I think you could look back, if you're a coach of a little league team, or a coach of a high school basketball team or something like that. You could look back to last season, and you could see what the difference is. On to number 4, which is a pre-practice mental warm-up. All right, it's because this one is and we're talking about practice here, right? Allen Iverson. We're talking about practice, right? We're talking about practice, but practice is important. Allen Iverson was a dude. Create a 5-minute practice, pre-practice routine. Pre-practice. All right, because you don't know what you're getting as a coach. You don't know if little Johnny has just been yelled at by his folks. You don't know if little Susie I don't know if Susie's still named, but if little Susie, her boyfriend just broke up with her and she's not mentally there. You're getting everybody together. Hey, team, come on in. Okay, go run, stretch, blah, 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 blah. Words. They don't hear you. They're not hearing you. They're still locked in to some emotion pre-practice. So a simple 5-minute pre-practice routine of breathing, visualization, mindset, clearing out the garbage, right? Personal affirmations, team affirmations. Get them laughing. Get everybody on the same page, right? Next one is pre-game. The pre-game prep. We have to have that. Again, I talk about fight or flight. There's this fight or flight awareness that we have to have as coaches, and we have to see out of our players. And this is something we talk about in this course is understanding, when players are up and down. Okay. We can talk about this in soccer or basketball where there's, even baseball, where there's a lot of movement. The heart rate's up, and you can see kids go hard for 5 minutes and then they crash. Right? We're seeing this curve, these peaks and valleys, and understanding as a coach what is happening. Is my team conditioned enough? And this is stuff we want to talk about pre-game, is the awareness, the self-awareness to know as a player, are you going too hard? Are you slide checking? Are you jumping? Are you fouling? Are you all over the place? Are you a Tasmanian devil out there? And then all of a sudden, are you a slug? Being aware of that and maintaining a pace that you can control that will help the team. The last one here. Sorry, I have two more actually. How to reset after mistakes. Okay, this is a massive one. They're all massive. I always say this is a massive one, but they're all big. How to reset after mistakes, whether it be a strikeout, missed free throw, missed penalty kick, missed open net on a breakaway in hockey. How to reset. How do we anchor ourselves after something happens? Because realistically in sports, you're going to fail. That's part of it. So how do we as coaches create these anchors for our players to anchor themselves? What are the routines? Is it a deep breath? Is it some words that you guys use as a team? Say the word, what's your reset word? Are you finding a focal point? Find a focal point, take a breath. Are you doing hand signals? Is it a team deal? I saw a video of Kentucky in the World Series. Guys would swing and miss, and they'd look at the dugout and they'd bang their chest. And then the dugout would bang their chest. Phenomenal. It's just absolutely phenomenal to see this kind of stuff. It's a reset. It's you looking at the dugout going, God, okay, I got this. And then your team reinforcing it, going, come on, dude, you got this, man. You got this, because you are going to swing and miss. Boom. The positive is there. Instead of getting in your mind and going, oh, I swung and missed. I wonder if he's going to throw me a curveball. I hope I don't miss. I got to look fastball, but sit off speed, all these things going through your head. It's like, no. It's a full reset. So we speak about that and how to do that. And then the last one is post-comp, all right? Post-competition. Emotions are flying. Everybody's flying around. Everybody's leaving. Everybody's got stuff to do. We are leaving so much valuable information at the field. Okay, this is where we do our well, better, how. All right, right after the game. And it's a non-negotiable. And I have athletes do this. I have a couple soccer players that do this right now. Because they'd sit and stew. They would sit and stew about their game. And guess what they usually stewed about? The negative. And beat themselves up. So we do a well, better, how. What did I do well out there? Great, awesome. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to have my notepad. I'm going to date it. I'm going to write down what did I do well versus so-and-so FC or, this baseball team. What did I do well today? Great, awesome. Okay, what can I do better? It's not what did I do bad. So what can I do better? All right. I need to be more aware of where I am on the field after I make a pass. I can't just stand there and watch it. I have somewhere to be. I could do that better. right? Pitcher, I could try to get ahead with my fastball more. I'm nibbling on the corners. I need to go at guys. I need to do that better. Okay. And how am I going to do it? Well, with the baseball, it's talk to the catcher. Be like, hey, don't sit up on the outside. I need that. I just need to work the outer third here. I need to come at this guy. I need to get ahead. I need to induce contact here. And soccer, the examples will go on and on and on and on. But now the players are getting feedback. Now the players are learning to coach themselves. And communicating this as a team at the next practice. And this is where we talk about, especially for me, freaking 30-minute post-game conversations with players got to stop. They got to stop. Coaches wearing out players, telling everybody everything they already know, coming from the coach's mouth, whether it be a win, whether it be a loss, whether it be anything. It's not conducive to development, right? It's just words. It's just, and after a while, when you're a coach and, say you're losing, all you hear as a player is wah, 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 wah. You know the cadence, the sound of the voice, all this. Wrap it up. Yeah, you've been at the field all day. Parents want to go. Parents sick of sitting around. Parents want to go. Everybody's hungry. Everybody's thirsty. Everybody wants to get on with their day. Players do the well, better, how right away. Next practice, first thing you do is you go over that with a clear head. You start things off properly. Okay, everybody, well, better, how. Let's go through it as a team. You'd be amazed how hard it is at the start for kids to communicate and speak out loud, but how much confidence it's going to give the players to communicate as a group, as a team. Holy cow. Imagine that. Everybody communicating as a team, everybody understanding a little bit more about each other, especially the coaches. And coaches, this is sweet because you kick back and you get some valuable information here, right? If you, as a coach, can learn to just stop talking for 5 seconds and let the players talk, and let the players tell you, man, I'll tell you, it's going to change. It's going to change everything. Now the players are communicating. Now the players are conversing. All right. Now the players, it's player led, not coach fed. And when you're a player led, not coach fed system, you're going to win. You might not win every game, but I'll tell you what, you're going to win as an organization. It's going to be enjoyable. And if you're together for a long time, I'll tell you what, this is what this word that is thrown around too much. This is how culture is built. Okay, so culture is built. We get into the importance of core values, all right, the importance of a mission statement, a team statement, and it's a fun course. We do this via Zoom. It's going to start in the fall, and it's open. It's coaches from everywhere. It's coaches in every sport. It's not sports specific at all. It's for parents. It's for coaches, and I'm excited. Really excited to launch this because I've worked with players most of the time. I've done a little one-off with some coaches, but to have this structure, to have this network, to have this place where, shoot, us as coaches can do our well better house, and we will, and we will learn how to, influence the environment we're in better. And I'll tell you what, this stuff translates off field. So, I have this up on my website. www.curtispelche.ca. You'll see the link for Mindset U. Click on that. You can read a little bit more. You can register there, and we're gonna get going in the fall. Everybody have a great day. Love you.